First Love, Chapter 11. On the evening of the same day, the usual guests were assembled at the Jaskins. I was among them. The conversation turned on Maidnup's poem. Zennadia expressed genuine admiration of it. But do you know what? She said to him, if I were a poet, I would choose quite different subjects. Perhaps it is all nonsense, but strange ideas sometimes come into my head, especially when I am not asleep in the early morning, when the sky begins to turn rosy and grey both at once. I would, for instance, you won't laugh at me. No, we all cried with one voice. I would describe, she went on, folding her arms across her bosom and looking away, a whole company of young girls at night in a great boat on a silent river. The moon is shining and they are all in white and wearing garlands of white flowers and singing, something in the nature of a hymn. I see. Go on, Maidnuff commented with dreamy significance. All of a sudden, loud clamor, laughter, torches, turbulences on the bank. It is a troop of bacchantes dancing with songs and cries. It is your business to make a picture of it, Mr. Poet. Only I should like the torches to be red and to smoke a great deal, and the bacchantes' eyes to gleam under the rats, and the rats to be dusky. Don't forget the tiger skin too, and goblets and gold, lots of gold. Where ought the gold to be? Asked Maidnuff, tossing back his sleek hair and distending his nostrils. Where? On their shoulders and arms and legs, everywhere. They say in ancient times women wore gold rings on their ankles. The bacchantes call the girls in the boat to them. The girls have cheese singing their hymn. They cannot go on with it, but they do not stir. The river carries them to the bank, and suddenly one of them slowly rises. This you must describe nicely, how she slowly gets up in the moonlight and how her companions are afraid. She steps over the edge of the boat. The bacchantes surround her, rile her away into night and darkness. Here, put in smoke, in clouds, and everything in confusion. There is nothing but the sound of their shrill cry and her wraith left lying on the bank. Zennadia sees. Oh, she's in love, I thought again. And is that all? Asked Maidnuff. That's all. That can't be the subject of a whole poem, he observed pompously. But I will make use of your idea for a lyrical fragment in the romantic style, queried Malevsky. Of course, in the romantic style, Byronic. Well, to my mind, Hugo beats Byron, the young count observed negligently. He is more interesting. Hugo is a writer of the first class, replied Maidnuff, and my friend Tonkosev in his Spanish romance El Trovador. Ah, is that the book with the question marks turned upside down? Zennadia interrupted. Yes, that is the custom with the Spanish. I was about to observe that, Tonkosev. Come, you are going to argue about classicism and romanticism again. Zennadia interrupted him a second time. We did much better play. Forfeits, put in Lushin. No, forfeits are a bore at comparisons. This game Zennadia had invented herself. Some object was mentioned. Everyone tried to compare it with something, and the one who chose the best comparison got a prize. She went up to the window. The sun was just setting. High up in the sky were large red clouds. What are those clouds like? Questioned Zennadia, and without waiting for our answer, she said, I think they're like the purple sails on the golden ship of Cleopatra when she sailed to meet Antony. Do you remember, Maidnov? You were telling me about it not long ago. All of us, like Polonius in Hamlet, opined that the clouds recalled nothing so much as those sails, and that not one of us could discover a better comparison. And how old was Antony then? Inquired Gennadiya. A young man, no doubt, observed Malevsky. Yes, a young man, Maidnov, chimed in confirmation. Excuse me, cried Lusin. He was over 40. Over 40? Repeated Gennadiya, giving him a rapid glance. I soon went home. She is in love. My lips unconsciously repeated. But with whom?